Hi, welcome to this video day, 8th of March. It's Friday. We're just going to look at a pair today, which is USD CNH in relation to our favourite type of setup or entry setup when using Bollinger Bands and price action. I did feature this in a previous video. We've actually now been triggered live, and I'm just going to go through managing the trade once it's open. Now, this entry technique is very simple for anyone new watching our videos. Anyone can master it, and we do have other videos on Bollinger Bands and the various techniques that we use in terms of getting good risk to reward entries, etc., in a playlist on our site, so you can go and check that out. Now, in terms of the entry technique, I'm going to outline it for beginners and also managing the trade, of course. And also, I want to talk a little bit about indicators. A lot of people ask me, should you use indicators to back up the Bollinger Bands and price action? Two frequently used indicators are actually the stochastic and RSI. I'll give my views on that when we go to the chart as well, which we're going to go and look at now. But just before we do so, if you do want all our trading techniques and our daily technical analysis of 14 major Forex pairs, you can get live access to our member center on the link beneath this video. Right, let's go and take a look at the chart. Right, on USD CNH, it's a fairly volatile contract, and in terms of, just before we look at it, just want to look at or just introduce briefly how Bollinger Bands work for anyone new watching the videos. 20-day moving average, the green line in the center, just really designed to smooth out sort of short-term fluctuations. You got two bands, outer bands. They are set 2 deviations from the mean price, and they just basically show you how volatile price action is. And you can see here, candles fairly small, bands are tight together. But once we start to move to the downside here, the bands widen out. Now, in terms of what happens in terms of Bollinger Bands is you will, if you fall out the outside or outside of the outer band, you'll more often than not gravitate back to the mean price. So here, back, here, back, here, almost back, here at the bands, back, outside of the band, back. Okay. Now, normally when you fall outside of the bands, you can target the mean price. You can also target the outer band if you're like we are in this one, really bullish, so looking for a run band to band. But in terms of the mid band, we've stalled here, just like we stalled here and came back down. Is this going to go band to band, or are we going to come back down? So we've got to decide that. Okay, now in terms of when we fall down nicely here outside of the band, we decide that basically the dollar should go up. This low here doesn't take out that low there, so we want to come in. So come in on this blue, although she does slump back. Okay, we hold support. So basically the price action slows at the outer band, which has us targeting the mid band. Now we've got above the 670 level, which we expected. Okay, hold on, let me just get my line straight. So basically we've come back to the mean. Now you have to decide at the mean price what to do. I mean, we took that move up there, okay, and then we slumped back. We just had a tight stop and didn't really get anything out of it. Same here, when we're outside of the band, a blue candle, but still not back in the band. We'll take it on that open there, nearly get to the band, and then we stopped ourselves out for a small profit again. Now again we've got a small profit, and we're stalling at the mean price. Now from my perspective, I always look at sentiment behind the chart, and for me, US dollar deeply oversold, Chinese data terrible. I don't think there's much downside for the USD, so I've elected to hold. Okay, got this level of support here, you've got the trajectory, got the line in the sand, stop still back behind here. If we get away from the band this time, I think we'll run band to band. I've done plenty of examples of band to band runs that we've done in the member center. So first objective. I'm also looking at sentiment behind this chart, as I said before, which I always do, and I'd encourage anyone to do it, that if we do run band to band, that won't be the end of the move. We could move all the way back up to chart highs, okay? I'll go through the sentiment of this one a bit more at the weekend, okay? Now, in terms of these three setups, look at the indicators, okay? We come outside the band here, stochastic oversold, RSI oversold, back in. Here, stochastic oversold, RSI oversold, back in, actually above the mid-band there. Here, RSI oversold, stochastic oversold, back to the mid. Now, in terms of the stochastic and the RSI, how should you use them? Should they help you with your entry, like a lot of people say? My own view is they don't help you with your entry. You've got to do that with the candles. Watch the candle action and get a defining candle. What they will do is, particularly if you're new to charts, they'll give you an indication of moves to oversold. Okay, so like here, big move down, here a big move down, here a big move down. Yes, you can see it from price action, but I think watching the indicators does help, and just gives you a bigger sort of perspective of the chart. Okay, now to the two indicators, I prefer the RSI, okay, particularly in terms of when you get the steep falls. I think the stochastic's a little bit whippy. This is a fast stochastic. You could use a slow one, but I think that they're back up. They're not going to basically help you define your entry. They are the price, okay? They're not a lagging indicator, like many people say. They are the price. They're derived from it. So obviously if the RSI crosses or goes to the upside here, well, obviously the candles turn blue, okay? But I think they are a help in seeing the big picture. But for me, I would always define my entry, by looking at the candles. And I think this one, it's been a nice move down. I think the bearish news is in the dollar, bullish news is in the yuan. We've moved back to the mean price. We're stalling here. I think we're getting ready for a move to the upside. I'll update this one at the weekend when I do my weekly analysis. Plenty of different ways in terms of using Bollinger Bands. As I've said, you can check the playlist in our site for more details, and I'll do more setups to get people used to using the bands if they wish to do so in my videos. Right, that is the video for today. Thank you very much for watching me as usual. Take care. Have a good day.